There are several ways to change the backlight color of a black and white or an STN panel. If you want to change the color of the screen on the fly during operation, check out the video on how to use the PLC to control the backlight color. For this video, we have 3 methods we're going to show you. Method 1. Go to the Navigation Window's Screen tab, click on the screen you want to change the color of, and simply change the color right here. It brings up a little color palette, and you can change the screen to whatever color you want. Method 2. Right-click on the screen and select Screen Option. Again, you can change the color here. Click on the icon, up pops a little palette of screen colors. Pick the screen color you want, say OK. Method 3. From the screen menu up here, select Screen Option, and again, change the color just like we did a second ago. Well, that's all there is to setting the screen color. Be sure to check out the other videos in this series. And as always, please send us any topics you would like to see covered, or any other comments for that matter. We appreciate the feedback.